Okay, Pure Light Technologies. Hey, let's talk about light bulbs. I'm kind of really excited because, in a couple of weeks it'll be December 31st, and about 138 years ago, Thomas Alva Edison invented the incandescent light bulb. It wasn't perfect. It had lots of problems with it, but it was unbelievable. It changed the world. This is a modern day kind of version of it. The actual light bulb, Edison light bulb, was a little bit taller on that. It looked somewhat like this. The neat things about it was that you could plug it in, twist it in, and it would produce light. Now it was a yellow light. There were problems with the bulb, and it wasn't very bright, but it was brighter than nothing. It broke easily. It sometimes exploded along this line. It wasted a lot of energy, but it was a humongous step forward for over 6,000, 4,000 years, whatever, along this line that they had. About 24 years later, they invented the first mercury vapor lamp. Now, it didn't look like this, it was long, it was a tube like that, but they filled the tube with mercury vapor, and then we now call them fluorescents because it fluoresces in the light as we put electricity into it. And it was great because it was used half the energy as the incandescent, was just as bright, and it still had its problems though. Let me put it in here. It was brighter. But it still broke easily. It didn't last very long. It lasted a year or two. Even the longer ones only really, who said they're supposed to last long, at least my experience, they don't last really that long. But it was great, and it has mercury in it, which now we understand mercury is toxic on it. About 56 years later, in 1959, the halogen light was invented. Now, it didn't look like this, actually. It looked a little bit different. They filled a bubble full of halogen gas and hit it. And the neat thing about that is that it used half the energy of the incandescent, but was still a pretty good, produced as much light. Now, it wasn't as efficient as the fluorescent light, but it was a pretty good light, and you could make that very, very, very bright. Now, let me put you a modern day version of the, oh, that's hot. Modern day version of the 100-watt light bulb, and there we go. Okay, so we have this. Now, about 6 years later, in 1962, the LED light was invented. Now, this is it has little computer chips and a light there. Okay, so the LED light was invented. Okay, nowadays we have it in, a few years later they put it in the form of a bulb and a base that would just easily be replaced into these kind of stuff. And so it was really great. But it's been over 50 years since then. Okay, and nothing really has come out in the light bulb until just now. Now, it's just happened, and after 13 years, actually it's been closer to about 15 years, we've been working on a new technology. This is the future. After 50 years, and we've been working on it for the last 15 years, we have the next generation, the future of light. This is the first light bulb that actually cleans and freshens the entire planet. If we could replace everyone with this light bulb, we'd have a better place to live in. This light bulb will affect the way we live, the way we work, the way we play, everything about our lives. What's really neat about it is it's really not just a light bulb. It is actually a miniaturized air purification and air cleaning system that shines. We're really excited. In fact, right now, let me tell you a little bit about the process, how it works. Right now, it's right here and it's working. As you can see, it only uses 9 watts. It's just as bright as that 100-watt light bulb, the 32-watt fluorescent bulb, the 52-watt halogen bulb. It's just as bright, And what's really neat about it is right now it's producing superoxygen molecules. Now these molecules, if you can imagine, these molecules are actually coming out. And what happens is that it's called a photocatalytic action. It's producing these electrons when these electrons come in contact with water vapor, they turn into superoxygen molecules. And depending on which way those electrons turn, they clockwise or counterclockwise, they produce two kinds of superoxygen molecules. One kind is exactly the same kind as in our bodies right now, and that our bodies use as a defense mechanism against harmful bacteria, viruses, and mold. And what happens is that as these superoxygen molecules come in contact with the virus, the cell wall of the virus or the bacteria or the fungus, they don't like that extra oxygen. Through a process called cell lysing, they actually dissolve the bacteria. They're gone. And it's quite amazing. And so right now we have that kind out. So we're literally cleaning the air for about 6-8 feet around in all the directions of viruses and bacteria and stuff. Meanwhile, it's leaving the good stuff alone. Plants love this stuff. Animals love this light. Now, on the other hand, the other type of superoxygen molecule is the kind that comes out and it cleans what we call volatile organic compound. In fact, science has actually termed it the cleansing agent of the troposphere or the atmosphere. What it does is that when it comes in contact with a VOC or a volatile organic compound, such as carbon monoxide, it changes carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide, into harmless carbon dioxide and water vapor. It literally will get rid of carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, benzene gas, and those are some of the main components of smog. So literally, if we had all the lights around shining out our technology out, this pure light technology, superoxygen light technology out, then it would literally be cleaning the atmosphere. You put this technology on a car or a truck or vehicle, and as it drives down the road, it literally will be cleaning the atmosphere. We want to do some testing and say, we can literally make a new type of an electronic muffler with this technology in the muffler. And it might be able to reduce carbon monoxide and smog by 20, 30, 40, maybe 50% or more. We got lots of fun things we're doing this. So literally, as it comes out, it's cleaning the air of bacteria and carbon monoxide and formaldehyde and all these toxic gases. And it cleans and freshens the air. That fresh smell you smell outside, this is the technology, the Mother Nature technology, that is producing that. So in the house, it gets rid of the smoke, it gets rid of the odors, tobacco smoke, cigar smoke, pet odors, dirty diapers odors. In fact, the other day, it gets rid of smoke. I burned something on the stove. I was cooking something. I was going to fry something, and my wife turned around and said, "Hey, your oil's burning there." And so I literally, as the clouds of smoke went up, I have a couple of these lights right above it. And so as it went up, I just watched in amazement again as the smoke, as it got near the light, just disappeared. It just disappeared. And then there was some smoke that went around the light because it was a lot of smoke, and went up to the ceiling, and it was a column of smoke up to the ceiling. And when it hit because I have these lights in the ceiling in my kitchen as well, it got rid of the smoke and disappeared there. So within about 10 or 15 minutes, no smoke, no odor. It was great. I was back, trying it again. Got rid of the oil and tried it again. Meanwhile, we weren't in the living room, and so a little bit of smoke out there, and I flipped on the light, and I could see a little bit, I could smell a little bit, and in about 45 minutes, it was, that was all gone. And so it's amazing what this technology, this superoxygen technology can do. Let me show you a couple other little things about it. I can go hours, and people know me, I can spend hours talking about this. It's safer. For example, you can touch this light bulb. You can't dare touch these. Here's a little thermometer, laser thermometer. If you go over here to the incandescent, it's about 250, 268 degrees. All right. Here to the fluorescent bulb, it's 180 degrees. To the halogen bulb, it's 305 degrees. But it's 105 degrees. You can touch it. Let me show you one other thing. It's safer. It's safer for you. Okay? This is a hard surface. Try doing this with an incandescent or a fluorescent or a halogen bulb. Again, you can hold it in your hand, it's not very hot. And then bounce it. It's almost indestructible. It's almost unbreakable. Yes, we have taken an 8-pound sledgehammer and smashed the heck out of it, and we have been able to break it. But it's great, and it's wonderful, and it's safer for you. So here we have a technology that will clean and freshen the planet. It'll clean and freshen your house. It'll make things wonderful in your house. We call it, again, fresher, cleaner, happier, and healthier. Okay. Now, I can spend an hour talking about this light bulb. We have other technology that's coming out. We have light bulbs that are coming out. We have specialty bulbs in the next couple of months. We have another 15 or 20 different types of products that we're coming out with over the next couple of years. And we're excited about them, and we want to introduce them. And the way we've decided to introduce them to the world is through a discount buyers club. We would like you to test and try these at home. And so we don't want you to pay full retail for them, as we put it in a few stores and we full retail for them. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to buy them at below wholesale cost. And so by joining the Discount Buyers Club, the Pure Light Discount Buyers Club, you can buy our technology for 50% off and then get it at 35%. Now 35% is the usual wholesale cost. And so you'll be able to do that. In fact, as you share and tell your friends about this new technology, and people do that all the time, we'll give you a little bit of cash reward to say thank you for helping us spread the word and teaching people about our new technology. Anyway, I could spend a long time talking about it. I wanted to make this a little bit short if I possibly could. But have a wonderful day. Keep smiling, and God bless you. Roger Young for Pure Light Technologies. Goodbye.